What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Milo and I do travel and lifestyle vlogs, and today we're gonna tour the beautiful city of Geneva here in Switzerland. We're starting here at the Parc des Bastions, or however you pronounce it. This is one of the main parks in the city. It's one of the most beautiful parks. It's also home to a very important monument that we'll be visiting in just a quick second. And before I forget, if you enjoy my videos, if you enjoyed this vlog, hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button, activate the bell so you guys get notified when all my videos come out. And let's get started. Geneva is the second most populous city in Switzerland after Zurich, and the most populous city of Romandy, the French-speaking part of Switzerland. Almost 500,000 people call the city of Geneva and the canton of Geneva their home, and the official language is French, as you've probably guessed it. Alright guys, so we just made it to, I guess, one of the main highlights of the Bastion Park, and it is the monument which is right behind me. It's the Reformation Wall, and it was built in 1909, and basically it commemorates John Calvin's 400th birthday, and he's accredited by being one of the main, I guess, individuals that brought the Protestant reform or the Protestant church to Switzerland and Geneva in particular. So very important highlight here in the park, and it's beautiful, it's huge. If you get really close to the wall, you'll see like different dates with different, I guess, highlights, important highlights engraved onto the stone. So again, it's pretty cool. The city is surrounded by the Alps and the Jura Mountains, and it has amazing views of the beautiful Mont Blanc. Europe's United Nations and the Red Cross also call Geneva their home, as their headquarters are located within the city. In general, Geneva is a global hub for diplomacy and banking. Geneva is also home to the world's longest bench, and it's located right across the Bastion Park and the entrance, I guess, to the old city. It measures about 120 meters long, and then obviously the views from the bench to the park. Pretty nice, huh? And then to, I guess, the entrance of the old city. It's a nice spot. Now we're entering what's defined as the old city of Geneva, and it's beautiful. I mean, you can see the architecture is just kind of like this medieval type. Buildings are kind of like grayish, but again, it's awesome. It's beautiful. The contrast with all the green of the city is just awesome. In the heart of the old town, you'll find the old arsenal. These famous cannons are a reminder of when Geneva had to defend itself from its neighbors. On the walls, you can admire 3 beautiful frescoes depicting key periods in Geneva's history. The Old Town of Geneva is the largest historic city in Switzerland. I would describe it as a maze with narrow streets and picturesque squares. Just a short walk from the world's longest bench and inside the old city of Geneva, you'll run into St. Peter's Cathedral. Now, St. Peter's Cathedral was built between 1150 and 1230, and it has elements of both Roman and Gothic style, along with a neoclassical monumental porch, and it is pretty impressive. In case you're wondering, the annual salary in Geneva is about 90,000 Swiss francs. Now, Geneva sits in the southern tip of the Geneva Lake, and it's one of the most expensive cities in the world. And if I'm not mistaken, it's also the most expensive city of Switzerland. And we just made our way to the Geneva Lake. Welcome to the Geneva Lake, one of the largest lakes in Western Europe and the largest lake in Switzerland. The lake is located on the north side of the Alps and it sits between Switzerland and France. Actually, 60% of the lake belongs to Switzerland, while the remaining 40% belongs to France. An important thing to note about the lake is that its name is a little bit of a big deal for people in and out of Geneva. You see, the lake has two different names. The first one is Lake Geneva and the second one is Lake Léman. I know, it's a little bit confusing because it's one body of water, there are no divisions anywhere in the lake, but just know that depending on where you are, people will call it a different name. And just so you know, the official name is Lake Léman. There are plenty of activities happening around the lake. For starters, you can hop on a ferry and sail around the lake. You can also sunbathe and swim in the lake. Yes, of course, in designated areas. But if you're traveling between May and September, this is considered the summer season and you'll find locals and tourists doing exactly that. And finally, you can always walk around the lake and take in the breathtaking views of the lake, the hotels, the retail stores, but specifically the Jadot, which is this huge fountain found in the lake, and it is one of the most, if not the most, popular and important tourist attractions and landmarks in Geneva. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this small, quick tour of Geneva. If you did, hit the thumbs up. And remember, you haven't seen my best or my worst video yet, so subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you guys get notified when all my videos come out. And from Geneva in Switzerland, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hold on, you really thought the video was gonna finish like that? No way. Not before saying thank you and giving a special shout out to Jonas and Maria for hosting us, for letting us crash at their place and driving us around all over Switzerland. Daniela and I had a blast and we cannot wait to go back to Switzerland to hang out with you guys. Okay, now we're done. Peace.